another season at home. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Tigers have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football.
Pass on the way. It's kicked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Tell you what, defensive dream, right? You dream about coming out, setting the tone. You practice your script all week of what you want to be in and how you want to be successful. And bam, right out the gates, forcing the INT. Let's go.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's the handoff. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Tigers in the hurry up. They're getting this guy lathered up. They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the ground game. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
How about that way to start a game? They didn't even attempt to throw. They just ran it meticulously down the field, and that guy caps off a beautiful start to this game with a touchdown.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's right on target. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team. And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. What a terrible, terrible shame. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that,
He lobs one high down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Clemson jumps to the line. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Going for the big play. Picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They go to the ground. Keeps the legs moving. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The give to the back. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. Powers through the defender. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Smith. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside.
On the sweet spin, and he's free. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. On the move at the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oklahoma State proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Pokes team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that we could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Skips away from pressure. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They want to run it left here. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. The run from the shotgun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Open runway ahead. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
That's got to make you feel good offensively. The first game of the year, and early you're able to break off a long run. We know for them, they take pride in their ability running the football, and they're getting that established early this season.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Notre Dame right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. The offense set for a first down play. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Great move there. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Using his legs to buy some time. Runs through the tackle. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. They're setting up the screen. And the defense drags him down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pulls it in on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go come.
He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Clemson, 35. Notre Dame, 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He's going to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Santos. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Clemson.
First and 10.
Some ball plays. They've got it on offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. On second down, they'll take to the air. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Forced out of the pocket. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He chucks one out to the right. And it's caught inside the 20.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Florida Atlantic was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Boca. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. This time he's got his man. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They want to just keep throwing it. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on first down from the 30. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. He makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit.
Number 18, on to kick it away.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll bring it back. It's Smith. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 45 on his way. And he breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
First and goal, Clemson.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Clemson! And the pummeling has started.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll keep it himself. Past the first down marker and still running. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Quick release on the RPO. Still running at the 40.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And credit to the offense, sticking with the run, but, man, it's not working. And this defense is not budging. And we've seen them all season. They've been so dominant. I do think it's going to have to come through the air. And you're going to have to turn your quarterback loose, let him rip the football, because this defense is so stout against them.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Keep it on the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Nothing but green ahead. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. To the air on 1st down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
That back got thumped, and that happened fast. That linebacker got in there so quick.
And the most important thing for the back, when you see that coming, make sure that football is riveted to your rib cage.
You lose the football, you lose the ability to carry the football. Coaches are going to give that squarely to somebody else.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And this kick will be marked down just inside the 45-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll try the jet sweep here. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Man, you just hold your breath every time this particular receiver gets the ball in his hands. Because of his speed, he's dangerous to score every single time he touches it. That time on the jet sweep, though, the defense did a better job playing team defense and getting him on the ground.
Tackle is made after the first down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense is first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quick handoff. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Feeling some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Irish send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He makes the connection. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Got a man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Clemson is quick to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the 3rd.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. It's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He'll come out throwing on first down. He makes a grab. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Move the chains with that completion now on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. Oh, it's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They're going to throw it again. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. 3:25. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Colorado State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory, and that's really the standard there in Fort Collins. They'll enjoy this one all week. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. This drive's been productive so far, already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Yeah, and and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Tackled, but he has a first down. Clemson jumps to the line.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Quarterback on the keeper. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. It's still 3rd and goal. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points, or you can go to try to put this nail in the coffin.
From the gun to give, looking for room. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback caught him too and sacked at the 12.
Now, when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game. Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day. So been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal to me in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Irish send out the punt unit. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Wants to return it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Well, they tossed it out to the running back going to the right. They were able to seal the defense with some good blocks and just too much space in the open field. Nice job.
They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. He's looking to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The RPO, it's complete. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. We've waited so long